Good afternoon. So our topic today is transformation and vectors. And without wasting any time, let's start. So the first part is transformation. What are transformation? We'll see. There are four kinds of transformation that we'll study. One is reflection, second is rotation, the third one is translation, and the fourth one is enlargement. What is reflection? Let's see this. I just created the grid. You can consider this is an XY plane where the x-axis and the y-axis can be marked, and then accordingly will show on the grid. So let's start with the first part. So I have marked a mirror here. We are doing reflection. So the reflection about mirror. So we assume that this is a plane mirror, and we will assume that this is the object whose mirror image I want to find out. Now all I have to do is from every important point of the object, draw perpendicular lines to the mirror. The line must be perpendicular to the face of the mirror. So these are the lines that I will draw. There will be no hatched lines. If the angle of the mirror is different, we'll deal with that later on. But the lines will be perpendicular. So these are the lines that we'll draw. And mark the equal distances, and from there you'll get the points. See, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, no. Did I make a mistake? Yeah. I have made a mistake. Yeah. This is one place too far. Just consider this point should be here, this point should be here, and this point should have been here. So this is 1, 2, and 3. So we should get it 1, 2, and 3 here. So this should have been here. One position here, so it should be one here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units on the right. So there should be 7 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units on the left. So this entire object should have been on the right by 1 unit. But if you understand what it means, consider that this mirror was placed here and this is perfectly right. Or consider that this image should have been formed here. This point should have been in one place on the right. The next one, hopefully there will be no mistake here. So this is the object, same object, but the image mirror is this time like horizontal. So this, yeah, it is right. This point was one position on the above, so the image will be one position on below side. One position above, one position below, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions above. So the image will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions below, and this is the image. And we just did the dots connected. Actually, the image and the object should have the same color with the mirror. But this is red, this is yellow because I wanted to differentiate between the object and the image. Otherwise, the mirror image will have the same color. The same object. Now the mirror is inclined at 45 degrees. Now draw this from this point. Draw a perpendicular on the mirror. This will be the perpendicular. And take the same distance on the other side of the mirror and mark the point. So this point will have image here. This point should have image 1, 2, 3 and 3 and a half, 1, 2 and 3. Here it should be here. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, yeah, perfectly right. This will be 1, 2, 3, 3 and a half, 1, half, 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, perfect. If you look at it like this, you must get a symmetrical view, absolutely. We have seen symmetry in the previous chapter. So this must be the line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. And you will see that if you look at it like that. This is about reflection. The next is about rotation. Show the rotation of the given shape as instructed. 90 degrees clockwise about the point 0, 0. y-axis, x-axis. This is 0, 0. So we want to rotate this object 90 degrees. If I rotate it, what is horizontal, by rotating 90 degrees will become vertical. And this point here, if I rotate 90 degrees, will come here. This would have been the distance, see this, from here to here. So if I rotate it by 90 degrees, it becomes here. This is 45 degree. This would be 45 degree on the lower side, and I will get this distance. So the point is here. First, know how much is the rotation expected. 90 degree rotation. Let's see this. This is now okay. I'll do it. Yeah. Now first find out how much is the rotation expected. 90 degree. Take the protractor and mark 90 degree here. So whatever be the line here, if this is the line, this is the reference point here, O 0, 0. And I'll take this now. Where is this? Okay, I'll take blue. No, I'll take yellow. From here, I will join this dot. So this point is connected to 0, 0. This is the reference point from 0, 0. 1 point. Now this has to be rotated by 90 degree. So we'll draw an arc of the same radius. So the point is equidistant. But the arc must be rotated through 90 degrees. So first we have to measure the 90 degree angle. So take this as reference and then mark 90 degree angle. So 90 degrees on this side. And then rotate it. And then see where this point reaches. So this point's image or this point's position after rotation will be here. This point's position, mark this point here. Now this line that is joining those reference point with this point, make a 90 degree angle with that. And then take this distance and mark a rotation. And you get this point. Because I draw it with the free hand, I am not getting the exact point, but the point would be this. When I was making this PPT, I did the exact measurement, so this point is right. Same with this point, you join this point here. Now mark a 90 degree angle here, somewhere like this. And then take this distance and make a radius, and you get here. And you reach this point. So effectively you get this. Rotation is tricky, but generally rotations come for 90 degree or 180 degree. If the rotations come for 60 degree or 30 degree or anything that is not 90 or 180. 90 degrees, like you know, x-axis will become y-axis, y-axis will become x-axis. Vertical line will become horizontal, horizontal. We understand this. So 90 degree rotation is pretty easy to manage. 180 degree rotation is absolutely easy to manage. 180 degree will be completely mirror image. But managing a rotation of 60 degree, 70 degree would have been very difficult. But I don't think that is likely to come. Anyway, when we meet physically, not like online, when we meet physically again, we'll take one problem of rotation, 60 degree rotation of this triangle with some other point. Let's continue. Let's see the next problem of rotation. 90 degree clockwise rotation about not 0, 0, about 1, 0. So 1, 0 is this point, about this point. अब इसी point पे rotate करना मतलब ये this point is not going to change, this will remain as it is. But this point is so for this point, I'll draw a perpendicular on this line. And then with this distance, I'll mark an arc. So we get somewhere here. This point will come as vertical, perpendicular line. ये horizontal इसका 90 degree rotation perpendicular vertical है. So it will look like something like this. This should be the, let's see. Oh, क्या कह रहा है? Oh, 1-0. Sorry. No. Let's do it again. Sorry. I have taken the point as 1. I took it like 1-1. This point is 1-0 is here. 1-1 is this point. So my reference point while solving was completely wrong. That's why we made it. That's why it's mistake. Okay. Now let's solve this. Let's take this. So our reference point is 1, 0. So x-axis x coordinate is 1, y coordinate is 0. This is the reference point. Now let's join this reference point with this. Okay. And we'll rotate this by 90 degrees. So this is vertical line, this becomes horizontal and with the same rotation. So we get this point. So this will come here. This point let's join. अब इसको 90 डिग्री में रोटेट करेंगे तो ऐसा कुछ मिलेगा. And this and now join this point and let's rotate it through 90 degree. So we should get something like this. ये और ये. Our final answer should be like this. This blue color. Let's see. Yeah. The next one, rotation. 90 degrees clockwise about point 0, 1. Same object, but the point is 0, 1. 0, 1 is this point, about this point. So this rotating 90 degrees clockwise will bring it here. This rotating 90 degrees clockwise will bring it somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 पे. ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा और फिर ये रोटेट करके यहाँ पे. Same logic of rotation. The center of rotation will be this point 0, 1. Three five. This is interesting. 90 degrees clockwise rotation about 3.35. 3.5 है क्या? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ये रहा यहाँ. अगर ये होगा तो ये पॉइंट तो सेम रहेगा. लेकिन ये this will rotate 90 degrees like this. And this is a horizontal line. It will become vertical line like this. तो इसका रोटेट करके यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. ये रोटेट करके यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. You check this angle is 90 degree. ये इस लाइन पे से लग नहीं रहा, लेकिन ये और ये लाइन भी 90 डिग्री है. So this is about rotation. Now we'll talk about the translation. Mark points A 3, 5, B 2, 1 and C -1, 4. Draw the triangle A dash P dash C dash, which is actually an image of the triangle ABC under the following translation. मतलब translation होने के बाद जो बनेगा, that we have to show. The point A 3, 5, B 2, 1 and C minus 1 comma 4. The triangle ABC is shown. Now we have to do the transformation of 2 comma minus 3 or 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 transformation is whatever the value of x should add 2 to it and value of y should be added minus 3. So the points will become, this point is 2 1. तो यहाँ पे 2 में 2 ऐड हो जाएगा 4 बनेगा और 1 में माइनस 3 ऐड हो जाएगा माइनस 2 बनेगा. तो ये ऐसा आएगा, ये रहा. हाँ 2 1 की जगह बनेगा 4 माइनस 2 3 5 3 5 में 2 ऐड 5 2 3 5 का बनेगा 5 2. कहाँ गया 3 5? ये रहा 3 5 will become 5 2. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2, and this minus 1 4 will become 1 and then 1 1 1. Add 2 to x coordinate, subtract 3 from y coordinate, and we get this. Similarly, all these 3 points we add 4 to x coordinate and add 2 to y coordinate, we get this. सबको 4 ऐड किए तो एवरीथिंग इज शिफ्टेड टुवर्ड्स राइट बाय 4 एंड एवरीथिंग इज शिफ्टेड अपवर्ड्स बाय 2. दिस इज ट्रांसलेशन and the translation is marked by this. How do you write this? You write it like this. Draw a round bracket. ऊपर लिखेंगे x पे कितना ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की जरूरत है 5 की और y में माइनस 3 की. मतलब every value of x coordinate will be, every point's x coordinate will be added by 5 and every point's y coordinate will be subtracted by 3. This is what is called as translation. Translation बहुत simple है, कुछ खास बात नहीं है. Now we will do enlargement. Enlargement is very interesting. Write the coordinates of enlargement. Coordinates of center of enlargement होना चाहिए, I think वो coordinates of center of enlargement, and also write the scale factor. What is the center of enlargement? Let's see this. पहले हम लोग बनाएंगे एक ऑब्जेक्ट और दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट. ये सिमिलर ऑब्जेक्ट्स है. सिमिलैरिटी इज कंप्लीटली beholded here. मतलब in the sense that the angles will be same, the shape is absolutely same, it's only the size that is different. Now we'll mark the corresponding points and join them. तो ये पॉइंट इसके साथ ज्वाइन करके खींचो रहे, फिर ये और ये एक दूसरे को ज्वाइन करके खींचो रहे, और ये ज्वाइन करके खींची हुई लाइन है. अब ये जहां पे मीट करते हैं ये पॉइंट है, इसके हमें चाहिए थे, we wanted the coordinates of center of enlargement. So the center of enlargement मतलब यहाँ से enlarge होते हुए दिखा है ऐसा. So the center of enlargement is this, and what is the coordinate? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8,0. 8,0 is the center of enlargement. Sometimes the center of enlargement is not on x-axis, sometimes it is on y-axis, sometimes it is not on x-axis, not on y-axis, somewhere else. Wherever it is, just mark the point and then find out where it is and just write down. This is 8,0. If the point was this, I would have written 8,1, 9,1, and so whatever be the point. The scale factor, this is the original size of the object. This distance you can measure with the scale, divided by this distance measure with the scale. This upon this is the scale factor. So the new size divided by original size is the scale factor. So this is scaled to half. Original के कंपैरिजन में आधा ही बनाइए, half. So इसके साइज और इसकी साइज. तो new size divided by original size is the scale factor. This is about transformation. We reach the end of it. Now we'll see what is vector. We'll also quickly see the exercises based on transformation. Did I open something wrong? Oh no. Okay, we'll do the vector in the next video. I think I've chosen the wrong file. I'll correct that. I'll start the next video.